While many people in America may have been distracted by Cam Newton's mystifying 2-minute defeat interview and Beyoncé's Black Panther shuffle, Americans were strategically set up again. Over Super Bowl weekend, President Barack Obama was working on his new $4 trillion budget, set to be released on Tuesday's New Hampshire primary, which will likely ensure it gets minimal attention. The Washington AP reported, typically these type of budgets are released on a Monday, but White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest says Tuesday's release allowed hard-working administration employees and journalists a chance to watch the Super Bowl. The 2017 budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1st will combine proposals for new spending on infrastructure, education, and combating opiate abuse with tax increases on corporations and wealthy individuals to keep deficits down. This will avoid proposing cuts to popular programs like Medicare, student loans, or food stamps. Big government morphine economic solutions sound like a broken record, making statements such as we can't cut Medicare, student loans, or food stamps, or we have to increase taxes on corporations and successful Americans that generate wealth in our country. The temptation to covetousness is a very real sin to humanity and to the Constitution of we the people of the United States. You see, stealing from certain socioeconomic groups to provide for other socioeconomic groups is, and always has been, sinful and destructive to the soul of man and any nation. The Bible states unequivocally, you shall do no injustice in judgment. You shall not be partial to the poor, nor defer to the great, but you are to judge your neighbor fairly. Seeing as the Bible is the source of authority for law in American jurisprudence, I would say our economic policies are in a perilous position, which will bring retribution from the divine author of rights. Thomas Jefferson forewarned us, Congress has not limited powers to provide for the general welfare, but only those specifically enumerated. Our founders understood this, which is why Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution enumerates no powers to the federal government to redistribute wealth. With no lawful authority, this redistribution of wealth becomes an exercise of breaking the law, the crime being legal plunder, a term coined by French economist Frédéric Bastiat. What is the consequence? Well, we create a society addicted to the morphine of government entitlements, and once authorized, we become too stoned to pursue a virtuous solution. Morphine is a treatment used to help certain so-called heroin-addicted people. The morphine acts as a substitution for the coveted drug, heroin. For the sake of the comparison, let's call heroin the addiction of Americans who sinfully desire what does not belong to them. Morphine, or unauthorized entitlements, becomes the solution. Utilizing sympathy for the poor, emotional pleas for the less fortunate, and empathy for people who are not rich, the federal government treacherously steals wealth, property, and the ability to pursue happiness from most Americans, and instead gives the morphine of entitlement to addicted people among their ranks. The legendary Robin Hood solved this problem by recovering from government what it had stolen and then redistributing it to those who were victimized. I believe our solution is much more simple than the bow and arrow tactics of our friend from Sherwood Forest. We must reinvigorate Americans with the morality of a biblically harnessed government, and we sure could use your help to do this. This is Jake McCauley with the Institute on the Constitution, bringing you the American View.